As their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Oliver about 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all of your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On second down, it's Oliver. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check 50, check 50. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Sponge, sponge, sponge. One left, one left. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. 3 buns.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Let's go double count right here, double count. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Thaddeus Moss. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check girls, check 2. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Not today, you are. Move. Back. Check 37, Hey, watch the edge.
They run. It's Oliver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On the run, it's Oliver. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
15. First down, Cardinals.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Oliver, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Arizona.
Mike, 53.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard
A nice
line.
play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Watch the screen. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Wild Bill. Shit. Easy.
On 2nd down now, it's Oliver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Makes the score, Cardinals 13. Seahawks.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Danny. Hey, check Mike 27.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Number 11.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hold up. Alert.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
By the Cardinals.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st down, Oliver. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it here with Oliver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Makes the score.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Oliver, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 50.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
Mike 27, check Mike 27. Yeah. Push him back. Push him back. Check. Crouch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Go. Mike 27.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's put that team on the bus. Left hash. Left hash. Wide. Get wide.
To throw again. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Bandit. Gun. 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 Alert flare. Check.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. In for the sack that time. Say hello to Brandon Williams.
It's now 3rd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills because I was blessed with no one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 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 Check. 50.
They go again with Oliver. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Oliver, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard.
2nd and 11.
In your face.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, it's Oliver. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. It's Logan, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Oliver, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Walters, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Zero. Hey, zero. Three down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Mike, 53, Mike.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On second down now, it's Oliver, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play, and a Cardinal first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You got nothing.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
At the 47-yard line.
Check back 27, and let's get this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Run left, run left. 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Alert, 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 alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
7-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Russell Wilson sacked.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Arizona, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.